All right, Ebusiafo, Yenshadi Biwaha. This was reported by the World Bank. If you are seeing Sika Krabia, the World Bank, right? I hope I'm correct here. Omona edisa data we ebetuja. Almost say Ghana's poverty levels to deteriorate to 33.2% by 2025 from the 27% recorded in 2022. If you are seeing Sika Krabia, the World Bank say main country Ghana for say Uhiana ehiamono. Monsono na etie. Ekomo na edimwo no. Ehiafo na edoso Ghana no munye hu hweo. Se moto aba na se Bawumia na po NPP aban sa to aso a. By the year 2025 na edru 33.2%. Na ade ba ko a etwama wo krampo ni se obesenya Ghana fo nkwasiafo abrochefo bi a entimi antena Ghana. Economic refugees under Ekufuado entimi antena Ghana edwane every Ghana akobo ye hu adwa won kofo amaso for a plate of food emua omo sorry ana yesa nam enkofo video ase tro it is possible emua nyame ntria boka nyame entria boka. The same people now are under Ekufuado omo entimi antena Ghana no wia ye dwane every Ghana akotena enkofo amaso no wia na ya saba enkofo video ase on social media comment possible. Me say nyame entria boka mo yenkwasiafo ye mmoa, some of you abrochefo mo yenkwasiafo ye mmoa na ade ba ko a etwama wo ne the we are NPP aban esi market Bawumia enye easy o the way as aban we esi market Bawumia and Bawumia de eba economy no size and Bawumia de eba economy oya de and Bawumia de eba economy oya Westgate oya Wizard and Bawumia de eba economy yesi market Bawumia Emma Ghana for ton a trauma Ghana for enam swonti ena ye tutia Mahama chese Mahama bon Mahama nti amemwase. For the past 8 years Bawumia has been the chairman of the economic management team. We have the men for the past 8 years and the inflation and amhefa exchange rate no and ehefa nenam na ye wia ekom ade Ghana for enkofu asai Ghana economy ama ekom ade Ghana for wie no na Bawumia asa fa echi asa che Ghana for say in the past 8 years we are creating over 2.6 million jobs. Uya no asa che Ghana for say unemployment rate and number 15%. Now World Bank and so ababe che Ghana for say ekom ohia na ehia Ghana for no almost 33.2%. And a Ghana for now so ni mu say unemployment any ohia ne nam. So how can they have different figures? And unti imagine figure be about Bawumia ede bema mo Ghana for bia no momfa 20% in ho. Because abaina a failure, they have no remorse of their failure. As I check Ghana for say yes I break it the 8 will never ever give you the right data. This is common sense and logic. 18 about Bawumia check Ghana for say unemployment be 15% plus 20 equals to 35%. And then say Bawumia check Ghana for say inflation at the number 16% plus 20 making 36%. These are the real figures. And the World Bank say by the year 2025 now a common a Ghana for a jumpy every 27% in 2022 to 33.2% in 2025. There's within 2 years an increment of 6.2% in just 2 years ago. An increment of 6.2% in 2 years. And I share Bawumia you the same person now. Ye marketing ma Ghana for say eba economy and no size and the economy baby ababe drone ye. Ye share Bawumia nowhere to be found. Onam Ghana ha and as I say they all launch application for Play Store, Apple Store near de. And they get well Johnny. Now so ade potia Ghana for Gina so Eddie to me share Bawumia answer what's the economy? Seattle. Excuse me. Now so ade potia Ghana for Gina so Eddie to me share Bawumia answer what's the economy? And I share Bawumia you no we Johnny. Akwa share digital echi ena bibia odwa Ghana fo asom digital or born for. This is your job. Come and solve this problem. Kwasia say ye launch application say bio enye aban adwuma o. Enu nti na Ghana ha ye wo esukufo a yesua ICT. Let them handle that part. Enye aban bi adwuma. Enye mampani bi adwuma ne say abribia no me launch application Play Store hwan enye wadwuma ne say fix the economy and put the people in a better position to be able to create and launch their own applications. Enye wadwuma. Now so ene de esan se Bawumia are feeling to a journey akoshe digital echi kwasia because ehọ na efuo nti wadwani o akoshe digital echi because ehọ na efuo kwasia to. This is your job. Come and solve it. Ufui enonam ena me launch streaming app ena me launch online portal application ena me launch taxi app ena me launch die enkwasi asem wakasa asem na ma ene Abeiku Santana mpo afrono Abeiku Santana Bawumia application onam o launch watia bre afrono ama ene wababontin e de ensembia todwa Kevin Taylor ababontin abepili ensembia Abeiku Santana de atodwa during John Mahama meeting the creative arts people in Kumasi. Yenkotie na yembreki ne down. Say yenhwe se Bawumia so. Application ti ena Ghana for the 2 million insa na say economy ti ena Ghana for the 2 million insa. Yenkotie ensemu Abeiku Santana de atuga. Listen.
Bawumia we ya ba say wa launch music app. I think say Abeiku Santana, I said enough for no. Bawumia be launching music app a few weeks ago, say 2 weeks ago. Abeiku Santana said we on TRC will be changed.
The biggest music destination in Africa is Nigeria. And you be a me pamocho omo music streaming app ana. Me busamo. But what is Nigeria for omo app be a abanya omo streaming you so. E entro. Na say omo so omo launching music streaming app e entro. Munti sa no mo ye Ghana Post app. Busa Uber driver and a Yango driver be say o use sa app na adia Google I capture the whole world satellite adia Google map so you use sa na COVID by almost my COVID app oh I no so my app oh I no we no mo de dada mo na mo so ma jedi na makobo mo nsam eyentro enko ba bia enye hwe eti mamu ma omo fa sa app ni dada won kan jo say eye digitization busa won say mfaso ben e na obenya film His Excellency John Dramani Mahama ebe bie TV channel a mo amu yesini nyina ye di local content ni beguso wo pese wo hwe sa channel na utua dwumadi a ye wo conference center e won kran wo Kumasi no antumi amba ye wo dedicated TV channel a wo betumi ahwe wo di umomo no atua na wo hwe ne live a sika no beko artist ni ho e beko producers ho e beko mo ye no wani hyehyeye pa yedi agu kwan mu eti aya omo dada mu abusa say atem meden menyaso faso. So we have an end-to-end policy programs and ideas that is going to transform the creative art tourism sector.
You see, this makes pure sense. This is practical. You put a TV station together, a channel, so a movie, or BBI local, or beso de bahwa, or the bahwa, yebeji usika. Wa peso ohwe no so ubetia. Intende, unim say there's something going on, a local, a den event. Unim say sa channel already okoswa, it is there. You need to pay to watch. That money goes into the betterment of that TV. That's how you build a nation. And Abeiku Santana chichim no, but unim ya. My friends like Abeiku Mono, for a long time they could not. Me, I've known Sir Abeiku has always been an NDC person, but for a very long time they could not boldly tell people me NDC. The show I do, I still do my show. Be a drive time host, but that is my talent. That is what I know. So me belonging to NDC, does not mean I cannot do my job. You see, the problem we have with our brothers and sisters in Ghana, and I say, if you're a journalist, it is always easy when you state your stance, because then people know the principles of the ejuma. But you see, majority of our brothers and sisters for a long time have been scared to speak up for Ghanaians to understand, say, I am in this sector. I am in the media fraternity. Even though me NDC, you know, this one there, I think is good. NPP diaba. But I think say Ebia winner NDC suggesting is better. That is what you do. I applaud him for what he did, and the explanation was on point. It makes sense. It's clear. But the question is, when did we realize I was say a casa? Take platforms, let people know, say, it does not matter how you hate me. This is a good thing for me and you. It's going to benefit us. That is what I've always wanted from my colleagues. Because we media personality radio, so that's what I say. Obekasa Ediama NPP. You cannot just speak without providing the facts to support it. In the Soviet to work on show because Abeiku Santana Kai was stating assembly be free. In the Saudi so NDC Krampa, what is going to make you have an issue with him? The issue is say all kind of credit and to have an issue with him. No. And no, majority of the NPP for now, that is the advantage they took. Before 2016 elections, Abeiku Santana interview Kwame Sefakan. Ebusa Kwame Sefakan say, a day now say, Aban way, John Mahama Aban aye, or say ohun bibia, and he has not been paid to do that. At that moment, you know, Abeiku Santana, if you want the betterment of NDC, that time now also Kwame Sefakan will say, I don't have to be paid to let Ghanaians know that this and this is what the NDC is doing. But you see, you made Kwame Sefakan get through this thing easily. And the opportunity you had to let Ghanaians know, Adiana Abane here with facts, you know, you basically, your responsibility, you know, you put it aside and you allow Kwame Sefakan to fool himself. Kwame Sefakan was on your show projecting the NPP indirectly and destroying the NDC. You, Abeiku, you knew were doing the right thing. Sometimes I tell you people, if you're a journalist, you're a Ghanaian before a journalist. Uto petrol before you were a journalist. Uto nsio, uto ediane, uto amba school fees before you were a journalist. And to say, let the people know that I'm a Ghanaian and I vote and I believe that the NDC time, no, this was good. This and this fact shows to say, I think the NDC is better than the MPP. I am still a drive time host. If you don't like me, it's not my problem. That's it. Your quality will make you sell through. Because people like Abeiku Santana money are there. This is not a time ever impress you for them to survive in life. They have been in this for a long time. Whatever they have to get from what they are doing, they have gotten it. So this is not a time for you to be licking anybody's ass or making people think, say, you need to please both sides. It doesn't work like that. And I really applaud him for coming out boldly. We need people to be coming out. So we are MPP, ni now a journalist. Now you say MPP, no kura, what factor? Bring it out. We will not say anything. We will say you have the fact.
That's it. Yeah, intisania Kevin Eken, Sebu, and Sasa Yitriaoka, and Sana, no crow, what to be a can of crano, Debbie. No crow, we say Yanto Sebi. Tino cray, no cray. Yetriao cow, Yintriao cow, no cray, and I was a Okache Ghana for. Say at this point in time, why World Bank, Ghana for say, we hear Ghana for by next year, now a drew 33.2%, you know, and you joke. Under a Kufuado any Bawumia. Now, so Aban way any Abaya, our bro Bessia Che Mahama Abain. Aban way any Abaya, the number of ministers, Ebru Mahama Diaso by 40. Aban way any Abaya are creating new regions. Amana Babaya 16 new or 6 new regions, making it 16 regions in total. Aban way any Abaya ye can be seen or more boy a Che Mahama dear ye 12 manani ade in Abium. Now, after all this, you know, World Bank Ghana for say and they will here Ghana for by next year. Now a drew 33.2%. And you joke. And you BB or say Ghana for the dear grow crowd. TME pa. And you BB I was say Ghana for the agro. Say we here ye. I hope check Kodana next year now a drew 33.2%. And you joke. You see and confiable mine. Moya na ye ka montiase he me say enkofu abo mine o mine abo o mine Ghana abo ye anto aba ampam konfo we ya me say he give this nation the next 4 years ubia ni kwa obetimi atena Ghana habio unless say we are the son or daughter of a politician anya sa pa dia oboa And I say be American we ye galamsey kimpin bi ba. Anya sa boja foi. Keti afoi, hwan foi. Muntment na Ghana because mo capital na be hye. Yet Ghana ha under the watch of Eye Akufo-Addo we went into a banking crisis. And GN Bank were a good because of the mismanagement of Eye Akufo-Addo and Bawumia, the so-called economic wizard. Now you say yes, na Ghana ha asa say the same people na ensam twaso be say ye bodam. And pension fosika ye di. Government bond na yentimi ntua. Minia everything is in a mess under the watch of Bawumia. Na yewia the same Bawumia now for the past 8 years enkwasi asemo nyina no oka ho bi no asa be kire Ghana for say ai me de enye mia I was only a driver's mate nti no montuma me na menya 4 more years adan ya me a brand new president kwasi a you see say na Abeiku kan no e ma ye ma Bawumia mfa de guitar na adaye na de guitar no sabio mahama mreso nyina it was there, it has been there for so many years in it. Mobile money Ghana for sure say ye use enye ne efri mahama mreso na eba mensaka sa advert no e buy under eye mills e John Dramani Maham enye na asem e buy ye krache iti dey ade na Bawumia dia ba o dey bo ne ho samane e ma Ghana for so nkwa didi no nam na de guitar e dey ade na Bawumia dia ba. That's the question. E dey ade na Bawumia dia ba ye hu bi da e dey ade e na Bawumia dia ba Ghana for ye hu bi da eye nkwasi asem eye agimisem ye ntuntia Bawumia ye mpam Bawumia na John Dramani Mahama ensa metoa na nyuma pa o hyase wantimi enwie ne so. Aha ena medemu ebesi midin the chairman Freemind. Enjoy the rest of your time and I'll see you in my next video. Makram.
It's less than 30 days to the general election. Who are you voting for and why?
Well, since you asked me on national television who I'm voting for, I am voting for John Mahama. And I'm voting for John Mahama because I think the clear failures of the current government and the depths to which we have sunk, not only in terms of our economy, but also in terms of governance, are such that it is really hard to justify voting for somebody who, as vice president, has been so deeply involved, particularly in the issues of the economy. On the other hand, I think that in respect of President Mahama, yes, he has had a previous term in which I think his performance was certainly a lot better than the performance that we've seen over the last 4 years. So I don't have any doubt about that. But there is more to my decision. But I don't also want people to see it as just voting for my clients in the last election petition, because it's not about that. Frankly, when I'm involved in election petitions, I see them as going beyond even my clients. I see them in terms of the issues for the nation. And I hope it's in that sense that the answer that I've been given will be understood.